Hey everybody, Coolin' on Manga here. Right now, reviewing Hunter x Hunter, episode 59, and... Alright. This was like a very good episode. Very well done. Very well done. Although, the one thing I didn't like, the opening theme is the same goddamn theme, and it's really pissing me off, man. It's really pissing me off. Like, there's nothing wrong with the theme. It's a good theme. It's just, why haven't they changed it yet, man? Like, I expected at least a little bit of a change. I mean, come on, man. The only thing that changed were the scenes. But the scene change, like I gotta say, the opening itself with the scenes, awesome. Awesome. Literally, like, the scenes are amazing. Oh my god. Razor, lightning coming from the ball when he shoots it. Oh my god. Jesus, man. This is why I'm glad Madhouse decided to, you know, start making Hunter x Hunter episodes, because just the Hatsu release, Gon's Hatsu release at the end of the episode, that was awesome. Just the art style of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like how it looks more like his spirit is literally becoming something and not just a color. I like that a lot. I like where you see in the opening, you see him throw his little Jean-Can punch or rock, and looks like fires, like almost like fires coming from his fist, but it's like, it's just Nen with the color of reinforcement, but it looks awesome. It literally looks awesome. Way better than the original OVA. Like, damn. Anyways, overall, this episode was great. Oh man, the ending. That was catchy. Like, it seems that every single Hunter x Hunter song is it's good, man. Every Hunter x Hunter song. Every single one. It's fucked up. But yeah, the ending song was great as well. Pretty catchy. I think if I listen to it a few more weeks, like in a few more weeks, I'll be like, yeah, and I'll be jamming to the song, because I usually, after a few listens, I usually like start to like the song a bit more. But I already like this song. It was good. But anyways, let's get to a little chapter summary. Yeah. I've been reading a lot of manga. Sorry, guys. Let's get to an episode summary. And yeah, we start off the episode. I like the way we started off the episode. Batera comes in, or Batera, whatever. He comes in, and he's got his posse with him, you know. Setsugera and the other three guys, whoever they are. They're walking in, they're being questioned by a reporter, you know. She's like, what are you going to buy? And he's like, or why are you buying Greed Island? And he's like, it's all for the love of it. It's all for love, or whatnot. Would you not get everything of the thing that you love? That's not weird, is it? Like, to want something that you love? And then he just continues walking by, and she's like, yo, we got questions. And he's like, nah, I'm too rich for you. I'm too rich for you. And Zepilo's kind of like, you know, that's your target. that's the guy you got to impress to play the game. To play Greed Island, you got to impress that guy. So, after this, the opening comes on, and you know, same song, but damn, the scenes were so good. They were so good. Oh, I like how they started out with the book. To tell you the truth, definitely one of the best scenes for an opening, man. Like, wow, awesome. I can't wait to see the rest of this arc done. But oh man, I literally can't wait to see the rest of this arc, and you'll see why later, because I'm gonna be doing a little Hunter x Hunter discussion later. But yeah, all right. So we get back into the episode, and Kurapika wakes up, and you know, he thinks that he's been asleep for half a day, but Leario doesn't tell him that he's actually been asleep for like 2 whole days, and he's had a fever since then and all. Melody tells him that you know, Swallow's dead, and the boss the boss had a change of heart towards the auction in the city when she saw how Eliza acted when she found out that Swallow was dead. So Melody tells her that, you know, or tells Kurapika that the auction, most of the remaining auctions have been canceled, and that the boss is actually is okay with buying the items that she wants online instead of actually going to the auction. So Kurapika agrees with this, whatever. And then we go back to the auction, and it's basically the same explanation for the Greed Island Joy Station, or the Joy Station that has Greed Island in it. Can't be destroyed, you know, with because it has an end protection around it. And I liked how they emphasized the Nen abilities of the Joy Station with Greed Island in it. They actually, like, it seemed like they made this guy look real big and real heavy, real strong in this anime. I like that a lot, because it really emphasized like the strength of the Nen when the stand that it was on shattered and it was completely fine. Like that was very good, very good. You know, so everyone gets all excited. As I said, the same kind of explanation that was given in the original OVA, or yeah, in the OVA for Greed Island. We see yeah, we see that Gon accidentally what was it? Yeah, he accidentally bids 24 billion, I believe. Yeah, it was 24 billion. You know, like a baller, accidentally bids 24 billion. Well, Zapilo is explaining bidding to him. You know, but Terasan is like, yo, what up? You know, raise that shit. Raise that shit. I'm a baller. You know, I got the cash. Money is nothing. It's nothing to me. I can take a dump. I can wipe my ass with money. Like $1 million, he wipes his ass with $1 million. Okay, that's basically what this guy's saying. You see Kahlua, and he's kind of like, I like this because he notices that Miluki is there, and he sees that Miluki's bidding up, and he's bidding like $26 billion, and he's like, man, how much money does this guy have? And I like this because in the OVA for Greed Island, I don't think they showed Miluki and Kahlua interaction here. Like, I don't even think they showed that Kahlua even knew that he was there. So I do like that you know, they showed Kahlua actually knowing that his brother there, because it's not like Kahlua. The Kahlua would not notice his brother there. I mean, come on, the guy's huge. Not only that, but it's his brother, and Kahlua notices everything. So I liked how they got him noticing that. That's awesome. Yeah. So we see Gon and Killua, and this is after the auction. Batera has cleaned up, and he got the copy of Greed Island that was being auctioned off. And Gon and Killua go, and they want to talk to him about clearing the game for him. And he states that, or no, they state that they are pro hunters, and the guys start laughing, and Gon realizes that he can't show his hunter license because it's pawned. So the guys end up thinking that he's lying and whatnot. But Batera-san says, well, the fact that you guys got here means that, or that you guys are even here and know about Greed Island means that you're something, right? What is it? He states that, oh yeah, he says that only a certain amount of players can enter Greed Island because there's only a certain amount of copies, and only up to 8 players can play. But you also need a memory card and a ring in order to play. So you not only need a joy station, you need a game copy plus a memory card plus the ring in order to play. And if you want more than 2 people to play on one system, you need a multi-tap in order to have 8 people play or something like that. So he states that only a certain amount of people can play. And once you enter the game, there's no guarantee that you will come back. Thus, some people who enter the game aren't able to find their way back, and they just give up on clearing the game and live their life in the game, thus taking up more space. And this leads to the reason why they have to hold a screening. To sift through the trash and whatnot, and pick out the select few that are qualified enough to take on the game and actually possibly have a chance at winning or completing the game. Gon and Killua, well, yeah, Gon and Killua end up mentioning the ring and the memory card, and this kind of sparks Batera's attention, and he's like, okay. And so he asks his friend Setsugera to basically, test them. Test them to see if they're ready to enter Greed Island. And he asks them to show their Ten and Ren. So they perform Ten and Ren, and he states that it's not good. If you went into, he says, if you went into Greed Island now, you would get game over in less than a day, or something like that. And then he states that, and even if you didn't die immediately, or the only way that you would, no, never mind. Let me restart this. Okay. But okay, Tetsugera says that you would get game over almost immediately, or you would waste space and not be able to even clear the game and just live your life until you die in the game, not even attempting to clear it. They say that that's bullshit, that they haven't even tried yet, so can you say that? And he's like, I've actually been in the game, okay? I've come back from the game, and the items required to come back from the game are relatively easy. Yet people with your abilities now would not even be able to get them. And this really pisses off Gon and Killua, stating that even the easiest items to acquire, they wouldn't even be able to acquire them. That really pisses them off. So they storm out of the room, stating that they'll be back for the screening. You see Finks and Fei Ting, and they're like, screening, eh? And then Finks is like, well, what do we do? And Fei Ting's like, do you even have to ask? And then you see them stealing Greed Island, the copy of Greed Island, and a joint station from one of the cars that was taking it to Batera's house. And they're just like, it's simple. We're bandits. We steal. And I thought this was amazing, man. Like, wow. What a bunch of beasts. So we go back to their hideout, the Phantom Troop hideout, and Finks and Fei-Ting are deciding to go in or not. Fei-Ting says, yeah, I'm going, and he decides to go. And Finks is surprised that he actually disappears whenever he goes in, or whenever he starts the game up and uses Nen. So all the other Phantom Troop members come in, and he's talking about the game. He's like, hey, do you guys want to play? Some of them state that they might play later, and this is going to be a factor later on where they actually do go into Greed Island. But Finks goes in, and basically we leave the Phantom Troop at that. We go back to Gon's room, where Kalu is stating that they need to learn their special abilities. And they need to realize Hatsu. Kahlua says that he already has a thought about his, and that Gon should train to gain Hatsu. Unfortunately, Gon has no clue what to do. So while Gon is hopelessly thinking about what his special ability could be, Kahlua is in the other room, you know, taking electric voltage from the electric amperage and voltage from the stun gun that he has, or from the taser that he has, and converting or fusing it with his aura, then releasing it and controlling it with his aura, thus creating Hatsu, or thus creating a Hatsu release. We go back to Gon, and he's still like, you know, he's not having a good day. He can't really think of anything. And then Kurapika comes in, and Gon thinks, you know, hey, maybe you can help me. Kurapika states that in order to gain Hatsu, he had to literally spend every single day with chains, holding chains, like feeling chains, licking chains, sleeping with chains, until eventually one day the chains were taken away, and he started to have hallucinations of chains. And then at that point he was able to, then the hallucinations were able to, like, they gained weight, and they started to produce sounds. And then at that point he was able to materialize chains, and that's when he realized Hatsu. And he says that unfortunately he can't, Kurapika says that he can't help Gon because he's actually leaving the city. His boss has decided to leave the city, and thus he has to go with her, as he is her bodyguard. So he then tells Gon to ask the person who trained him. So Gon calls Wing, and Wing has some advice. You know, an improvised special ability is not a good special ability. Haste equals waste. Thus, you should calm down and think through what your special ability is. And he gives Gon a hint by telling him that he most likely only showed this Tetsugera-san only showed him his regular Ten and Ren. And the next time he goes, he should show both Ten and Ren at the same time. And use everything that not Ten and Ren at the same time, but use everything he has learned simultaneously. So Gon tries to use everything he learned simultaneously, and he kind of fails because he thinks that in order to suppress and then expand, it would be canceling it out. It would be canceling his aura out. But using Gyo, he's able to suppress aura and contain aura in a certain part of his body, and then release it on will. And with this, he realizes he takes the first step into realizing Hatsu, and he creates an aura sphere around his hand of Nan energy. And basically, the first step to realizing Hatsu here, it bursts and it makes him fly back. And Kahlua notices that something just happened in the room beside him, so he says that he's not going to let Gon pass him by, and he starts going crazy with his electricity. And I thought that this was awesome. Just the electricity of Kahlua, that was awesome, very well done. But Gon's Hatsu release, or not just his Hatsu, but his focusing of his aura in his fist. When that started to glow with his color, his reinforcement color, I thought that was awesome. Way, way better done than in the original anime. So again, props to Madhouse. We end the episode there, and we go into the closing. Very good closing. It shows some more scenes from Greed Island again. Slightly catchy. I'll probably end up liking it a lot more as the weeks go by. And Gon and Kahlua close out the episode with a new type of Hunterpedia thing, or Hunter Encyclopedia thing, but it's like Greed Island game manual. And they're going to every week tell us little pieces of information about the game. So that's cool, I guess. It allowed the younger generation to actually understand the game a bit more, because there's a lot of things in the game that need to be explained. And I hope they explain the game well, because they didn't do it as well as they should have in the original or in the OVA. And I hope they do it a little bit better in this anime. So far, so good. So a great episode this week. Anyways, Coolin' on Manga here. Rate, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Peace out, guys.